Hi, welcome back to Small Talk Queens. I'm Megan.
I'm Kelly.
Episode 35.
35.
If you're new, welcome. And I would suggest going back and watching from the beginning because,
We do make references to things.
You don't have to. It's like a sitcom. You don't have to. But still, And we have fucking shit with the phone. Spam all morning and the door's open. Sorry, people. Listen to the phone ring.
I get spam and I get the American Red Cross calling all the time.
We get fucking Hilton calling all the time. I don't know why.
And knowing that I'm O positive, it really, that's disturbing to me. I mean, I've given blood, but...
Anyway, before the fucking phone rang.
I gave enough blood.
We have a lot of swears and some things that are not factual, so get your kids out of the room.
Lot
Speaking
of
of things that are not
swears.
factual, last time,
Oh.
Davy Crockett is from fucking Tennessee. That's why there are signs everywhere.
It was Daniel Boone.
Daniel Boone
is from Pennsylvania. Sorry, they all wear caps.
So also, I
They all
have
wear
to.
caps.
I'm gonna shout out Wendy a couple times today. One, because I have to show you what she sent.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Wendy. But first, because she was the second person to say, I woke up this morning. This is the first thing I saw this morning when I woke up. On your gravestone or on your tombstone should be "Here lies hater of all things," which is also what Joe said.
Hater of all things.
When he watched it, he was like, "It would be hater of things." I couldn't come up with it because there was heat. There was heat that
There's
day.
heat. I can't think. That was my problem in Tennessee. I can't think. I cannot think. And with this hot weather, you'd think I'd be outside,
fries your brain.
enjoying the sun.
No. It was so hot that day I couldn't get in the pool.
I can't. My pool is 88 degrees.
That's not even. It was better than 104, which is the fucking
Hot
spa
tub when you
pool
put the hot
Tennessee.
tub on. This is without heater. This is the sun. We don't have a
awful.
solar
It's
panel
awful.
cover on it either. It's just
fucking hot.
88 degrees.
So speaking of heat in Tennessee,
fried my brain, made me unhappy.
My friend texted me the other day and said that we may have talked about going to the Smoky Mountains.
Well, it's not the Smoky Mountains.
So we were a little negative last time because of the heat and the people and the kids. Okay,
And the drunk.
That I wasn't hostile about the drunk.
No, I mean,
The
maybe
drunk
you
maybe
were.
less fucking hostile.
Well, maybe
You
you
should have
were.
seen me without it. Anyway, my friend didn't even realize that I was drinking. He's like, "You were drinking?" I'm like, "Yeah, I had beer in my hand." He's like, "I didn't even notice it." Look, and he sees me drunk all the time. So
Well, then that's
anyway.
saying something. I mean,
George, you can punch her right in the throat when you see her next time.
I love you, George.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so today we're gonna give our positive takeaways from our trip to Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Great Smoky Mountains, whatever. So here are my takeaways. One, it's beautiful, as you saw last week with our background. Two, it's super family friendly. So those of you with kids, it's super family friendly.
Like little kids, like even starting at little, like not your...
But even teenagers, I think there's plenty to do.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, a lot of times when people say kids, I think, and some of my friends go right to, like, the middle school age.
No,
we
like
don't have
family friendly for little kids.
Like, starting at little kids. Like,
I mean, there's
like
a lot to
1-year-olds.
do. I mean, there's like live bears in some place, live sharks, live alligators.
Behind things. Like you're not...
in buildings. There's indoor snow tubing. Like, there's a lot of shit to do that I'm not interested in. So,
Right.
But if family friendly,
Well, that was
awesome.
me. We weren't interested in some of those things.
Right. And so also, like, if you're outdoorsy and you want to hike and shit, there's tons to do outside.
There's 800
I'm not
miles.
into any of that.
800 miles of hiking trails.
I mean, there's the hiking trails. You have the fucking, like, high bridge thing, which, I mean, I'm terrified of heights.
That's the
Zip
skywalk.
lining.
The skywalk.
Skywalk,
Oh, wait.
right.
The skywalk that we did, I'll post a picture because I'm not afraid of heights. Although if I look down too long, then I'm getting a little. It is the longest skywalk in North America.
For those of
In
you who
North
don't know
America,
what that is,
it's the
picture,
big
like,
bridge.
Like Raiders of the Lost Ark, like fucking rope bridge looking thing.
Yeah, but it's a little more stable
and there's
than
glass
that.
in the middle of it.
Yeah,
somewhere.
there's 35 feet of glass, so you can stand on the glass, obviously, and look straight down.
You take a ski lift up the mountain. Anyway, so so there's
the longest
a
skywalk.
lot of really cool shit to do, but just Joe and I we're not interested in any of that. Also, Joe and I typically vacation because one of the luxuries of not having children is that we don't have to vacation in the summer. And we always vacation off season. It's cheaper, it's cooler, less kids, less people, all the did I say cheaper? It's usually cheaper. Anyway, all the things. So this was fun. We did have fun. So they had a great craft beer scene.
They had a lot of craft beers, a lot of wineries, a lot of distilleries, and a lot of breweries.
We didn't go in cideries. We didn't go to any of them except for the craft beer scene at the restaurants was cool. It was good. They have local beer. I think the one brand was Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Imagine.
And we got some cans of that and brought back and had it, and they had a pretty good stout. And then
Is that the thing that looked like a milkshake? Who poured that for you at the house?
no, I don't know
Looked
what
like a
that
big
was.
milkshake on
Yeah,
top.
that was
Did Sean shake
It
it?
was because Sean wasn't pouring the beer nicely and had a big head on top of every beer. Anyway, and he knows better. So
He has a
we
future.
found a brewery called Iron Forge Brewing, which was excellent. Great vibe. If you ever go there, it's in Pigeon Forge. I highly recommend it. Great vibe. Awesome people. The brewer, we became friends with the bartender because we were there 3 days in a row. They had really, really good food. They had awesome salads. The brewer was awesome. He came over and talked to us, and we got a free beer too, which was very nice. And we were there like the third time. He recognized us and came over and spoke to us again and thanked us for coming in. So anyway, good craft beer scene. Lots of shit to do if you're into outdoor stuff. Lots of stuff to do if you have kids. For those of you that don't fall into that range, they did have some really cool like local shops, like local artisans.
Yeah, they have a big artisan community
didn't
that we
go to
didn't
the one-
find until the last day.
We didn't go to the one that you went to. We went to the one that was
like
near
handmade arts and like arts festival for those in New State College. Like
Yeah, Arts Fest is happening right now.
I know.
So we found another one that was by the super liquor store place, which was
Oh.
tons of fucking fun. I came home with 4 new hats. So
The liquor store was fun, or
the liquor store was fun. I
Oh,
posted
okay.
pictures on my Facebook page, so my friends have seen it. But like, you go in and they had like statues of like a pirate, I guess for the fucking rum, whatever. They had Jim Beam
Oh, they actually
or
had him there.
Jack Daniels. No, they had like a statue of one. I don't know. They had like a fake.
I was joking.
like
Did they have
a-
a Johnny Walker?
No, they had a like a jail cell like set up, and Joe and I went behind it, like took pictures of each other, and then they had a great big American flag made out of beer cans on the wall, which was also fucking cool. If I remember, I'll
Patriotic.
post pictures on the page for you guys to see. But it was really that was fun. Anyway, so we found a little local artisan place near there, and I bought they really, really cool pottery,
Yeah.
and so I got myself a new water pitcher.
She got
and
me a
some-
vase.
and I got you a vase, and I
And
got
Mom
Mom
a
a
vase.
vase, and I got I might have gotten some Christmas presents for people there, whatever. There was a candle store which was really fucking. It was interesting. It was like retro candles, like picture like candles from like 1970, like decorative candles,
Right,
You know, that
right.
you would never really burn it like a Santa Claus or
Like
an
that
Easter
store,
bunny or a
didn't
dog.
that store in State College, the Apple Tree, have that stuff?
These were I don't know how to describe it. Very 70-ish.
Okay.
They were cool though, and I thought it was interesting. We did not buy any. I went in because I saw candles and was like very excited because I like candles, and so they did not have. It was like things. They weren't just like regular candles. They were things. So anyway, so there's a lot to do.
Wait, Mom and I went to this fantastic
food.
spice place.
Oh, yeah,
They
she said.
blend all of their own spices. I brought some home as gifts for
I was
people.
gonna say, not for the cooking.
And I did bring some home for cooking. And I'm not talking like just rubs. I'm talking they blend their spices. You can use them for marinades, salad dressings, as a rub. Just sprinkle them on your potato salad.
I'm gonna have to hold this.
Sprinkle them on your regular salad. Why? I'm not going to hit it. I'm going to hit this first. So we went there, and then there was an olive oil shop. They also made vinegars, and you got to sample them like little shot glasses. Oh my God! Mom and I
Olive
bought.
oil from Tennessee, though. My olive oil comes
Well,
from
no, but I
fucking
think they're
Italy.
blending it. They're blending it there,
Okay.
and they're making the different balsamic
That
vinaigrettes
was good.
and
We did not
vinegars.
make it to that. That was in Pigeon Forge.
Oh my God, it was
We
fabulous.
didn't make it to that.
No, that was in right downtown Gatlinburg. When
Oh,
you,
that's why,
When you
'cause
when you went like back into
Right.
like the little medieval place where they had the friar donuts and the little
Oh, see, I
statue
thought
of
this
the
place
friar.
was in Pigeon Forge.
No, this was in
Downtown.
Gatlinburg.
That's
But
why we missed
it's
it.
not on the main drag. You have to
Oh.
like see. There's an opening on the main drag, and you go in.
Okay,
They have
maybe
like
next
thatched
time.
roofs.
Maybe
It really
that
looks
would be
like
cool.
old town. It looks like medieval England.
We had lots of people reach out and say, I did. The sticky bun looked fucking amazing. And I
Oh,
will tell
sticky
you,
buns
I'm not normally a
amazing.
sticky bun person. And I
Olga's.
also I try not to have a lot of pastries. I try not to have a lot of sugar. I try not to have a lot of pastries. I'm trying to be healthy. Last week was not healthy. But so a sticky bun, I find them typically to be dry. So usually just like the centerpiece and that's it.
And I don't like them with the
I don't-
walnuts and the stuff
It's
they
always
put
dry.
on.
It's gross.
is
This
gunky.
fucker was fucking moist. I said
Even
it,
without
moist.
icing on them.
Even without icing, although the icing was like a cream cheese. It was fucking good. It was
They had
fucking
all
good.
kinds. They had kinds. You could get like a s'more on top of it.
We did. Joe and I went and split one of those, and then I like
And then they had the
sugar rush.
granny
It hurt-
apple
it hurt
pie
my
one.
teeth.
Yeah.
Dad got the one with the apples on it.
It
I had
looked
a little-
good.
Yeah. Fuck. Anyway.
A big thing in Gatlinburg I've noticed is fried apples, and they're really not fried
I didn't
apples.
see that at all.
I saw it on a couple different menus, and then they had it on that apple, the Granny Smith apple they called it, their apple pie apple. The fried apples aren't fried and they're not deep fried. They are warm, and it's literally like I would, because I'm lazy, open the can of
Like the
apple
pie
pie
filling,
filling,
yeah.
pour it in a saucepan, heat it, and then throw it on the plate. That was good. And I'm not saying it was pie filling, but that's what it tasted like. But it was, you could tell it was homemade, like not out of like the Libby's can or whatever.
Updates. 2 updates. One, my friend said he was amused with my obsession of watching what was happening with the food last week. So just to let you know the food situation, because I kept checking my phone about the food was supposed to be delivered, so the food was an hour and a half late.
Fuck.
So I called the restaurant.
Wait, at 9:30 is when we...
Well, at 8:30, I called the restaurant. Where's the food? The lady, well, your order's been ready. It's ready. That's up to Uber. Fuck Uber. No, I ordered through your fucking website, lady.
You did,
She said, contact Uber. That's like fucking calling the fucking moon.
Well, they don't even have a phone number. Like,
so right. So no one picked it up because nobody wanted to come to the top of the fucking mountain. So then now we have. I mean,
meanwhile,
we're
we're not the only one. There's like a whole fucking
there's a
town
ton of
on the
people
top
there,
of a mountain.
But we're running out of time because it's 8:30, and if we want to get food for dinner,
Anyplace
we need
else.
to go get it because
Yeah.
it's about to be 9:00, and now where the fuck are we going to get food?
Places do shut early.
So I called back to the restaurant and I said to the woman, I got a different woman, and then this girl was very nice, but the woman, the bitchy one that I talked to 5 minutes before that, was barking at her in the accent. I told her it's ready. Yeah, she was nasty. So I said, look, it is 8:39 at this point or whatever. I'm like, we need to go get other food. Like we can't just sit around waiting till fucking 10:30 or whenever someone decides to get the order. Plus now it's been sitting around for fucking 2 hours. I don't want fucking ribs that have been sitting on some counter for 2 hours.
No, the collard greens, I don't eat them, but that would have been gross.
Cold collard greens. Anyway, so the woman says to me, the girl on the phone, would you like to cancel the order? I said, yes. Just cancel the order. It was a $200 order of food for the 7 of us. I said, just cancel the order. We don't want it. We have to go get food elsewhere. Just cancel the order. Okay, she says, I'm canceling the order. Thank you. John and Dad go off the fucking to some place on the mountain. They got pizza. They brought it back. We're sitting down eating this fucking pizza, and there's a knock at the fucking door.
A faint knock, by the way. A faint knock.
And there's the fucking food, for fuck's sake.
Was it just left there, or was there a person with it?
No, there's a person standing there.
Oh, good, because the bears would get it.
So she hands it to me, and so me being 1, a little bit drunk, and 2, being fucking naive, I thought maybe the restaurant just sent it anyway because it was sitting there.
Right, their driver.
But I have had the conversation to which I had her on speaker. Other people heard her say, do you want me to cancel the order? And I said, yes, cancel the order. So now we have 3-hour cold, 3-hour sitting around for 3 hours, ribs and brisket and whatever, cold fucking dinner, but we're already eating pizza. So I called the credit card when I got back. Look,
well, thank God I only had
because I got
one
charged.
piece.
So I was charged. It was not the restaurant being friendly. I was charged the money for the cold food.
And it was the Uber driver that actually picked it up. I was thinking originally it was a driver from the restaurant.
Well, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I thought like somebody brought it
Uber.
anyway. I've had the conversation. The order is canceled. Thank you. Blah, blah, blah. Here's this woman, hands me the food. I think it's a fucking restaurant, just being nice, even though we've already established we've canceled it. And then I get home and look at the credit card bill, and so I call the credit card. No. And I don't do that kind of thing. Like,
Did you back, what's it called, back charging? I've never done it.
It's, a chargeback.
Chargeback, thanks.
No, I've only ever done it one other time. 2 other times. One, when I ordered something on Etsy, and it just never got shipped, but I was charged for it. And so
that wasn't the turkey guy.
Was not the fucking Turkish guy, no. And another time when the fucking pumpkins that I ordered from the Chinese website that they used the Grandin Road pictures for.
I thought that was the Turkish guy.
No, that was the witch hands, the bookends. Yeah, so this is the 3rd time I've ever done it, and that was 1 because I never got the order, 2 because what they said they were sending me was absolutely not what they were sending me, and that was through like this Chinese website or whatever, and then. The Turkish guy, Etsy refunded me.
Right,
Etsy took care of that. Anyway, so speaking of Etsy, so last time, right, so I had on my bracelet, right? So
I have a new bracelet for you
the nice
to check
lady, I think it's a lady, I don't know, I'm not really sure, the name is Mitch from Australia. So she didn't like the review that I gave, which was 3 stars. Well, I gave 3 stars, and I said I really wanted to give this 5 stars but the first time I wore it, a bangle fell off, right? So she sends me from Australia two new bangles, right? That I could just with a little like a necklace fastener thing, just to fasten them on. But the beads, I mean, it's it just my.
The beads are.
I've only worn it, so I've worn this twice. But
well, I mean,
the
obviously
second
it's
time
not
I
real
put
gold.
no, but the second time I put it on, I noticed that the beads, the goldish colored beads, are completely tarnished, and the charms are I can't even. So she said to me, because she didn't like my review, and so she offered. And I was scolded, nicely scolded
Over the phone. I mean,
over messaging and through Etsy. That I normally, customers, what they would do is reach out to the seller and tell them there's a problem, and the seller will. But I didn't reach out to the seller because once she's in Australia, I didn't think she's going to waste her time and money sending a new whatever. I was going to put it back on myself. She offered. I didn't ask. Fine, but she said, "Can you please go then and change your review because basically that was a shitty review." But it's fucking tarnished after one wear. And I'm just wearing it now because, one, you can't see it's tarnished. I can see it's going to chat my ass. But, I mean, it was not fucking cheap.
And you like the noise.
So I'll just tell you. I mean, so I had gift cards.
Wait,
right?
how much is that?
This was $134.
From Australia.
So, I mean, part of that was also
Shipping?
free shipping. And the shipping was probably half of that. Because shipping from Australia is outrageous. But supposedly they're real freshwater pearls. And seeing that they're all completely identical, I'm going to go with
they're
no.
not. They're not. They're not.
I mean, it says that they are, but
they're irregular. They're not even irregular. Like freshwater pearls.
I mean, as far as I can tell, they're all fucking identical.
That looks like it was manufactured. They are all, and they're all the exact
no,
same
they
size.
are, because where the hole is drilled, I can see the one is chipped a little bit where the hole was drilled, and I can see that it's not a freshwater. So fuck you, okay, right? No, chat my ass. She's lucky I don't move it to 2 stars instead of 3 stars, because now I'm fucking agitated. But I'm gonna wear it anyway because I'm glad that I didn't spend my own money on it. But it chaps my ass because I used my birthday gift card to get it. I've been waiting a year and a half, since last summer when I watched Rear Window and when she was wearing her bracelet. And then Joe and I watched it the other week, and I got hostile all over again. Why are you looking at your phone?
Because I want to show you something to show everybody about a bracelet.
I don't know. Anyway, jingle jangle, motherfuckers.
Here's
Jingle
the
jangle.
bracelet I'm trying to show you, and you all can buy it too. Now, obviously, it's not real gold. Take a look.
But if you're
it jangles.
If you're a beach enthusiast,
I'm just showing you, but it jingle jangles. It's not the same one, but it's a nice one. See the bracelet with the seashells on it? Lizzie Lurch is. I got you those big earrings from her. Lizzie Lurch.
I have my.
Very cool, isn't that? I mean, it's not as fancy as this, but it's nice.
I'm wearing all my
It's nice.
labradorite today, if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
And it
Labradorite.
jingles. It jingles.
I mean, I'm a sucker for that fucking jingle jangle.
I know, and this one jingles, too. I mean, it's not as nice, and it's not coming from Australia, but she has a big wig company, so I would hope that her customer service might be a little bit better. Lizzie Lurch. Just look up there. Lizzie Lurch. There you go.
Lizzie. I'm not getting another one.
Lizzie.
Okay. Oh, you said Lizzie a minute ago.
Lizzie Lurch.
Okay. Pardon me. So
I'm going to start to give people 3 stars and see what happens.
Well, she was pissed. Look, and I tread carefully on Etsy because I don't want someone to come and chop my fucking head off.
Do you review everything you buy from there? Because I open up my Etsy app to order something and it tells me I have 100 things to review. Because I don't review all this stuff. I don't do it. If I'm happy with it, which is just everything pretty much.
Mostly I give it 5 stars.
I don't.
The lady I buy my incense from, which I'm very sad, she's in Michigan and she stopped. She's done. So when she sells out, she sells out.
Why is she done?
She wants to do other things, I guess. I don't know. So she gave me the name. She's found someone to replace her with, I guess, decent incense. I don't know. But I love her because every time I order, she sends me a shit ton of free samples.
That's
awesome.
the thing about ordering from small businesses, like through Etsy or through their websites, as opposed to now I shop at Target, but as opposed to shopping at Target, ouch, or something like that.
Christ, fucking scratch me.
They always send you some free things. It's really nice.
Generally, I get something free from.
Oh.
This woman sent me free freshwater pearl earrings that match this. Yeah, they're just they have just a little tiny, just they hang down just a little bit.
So here's something that I learned from
They're not
Etsy.
freshwater pearls.
From Etsy, from some of
They
the
lie?
No, Etsy, the company Etsy, that I learned from some of the small businesses that I shop from, that Etsy has raised their take on it. So they're if I'm selling something for $15, I forget what the percentages
They
that
take a
Etsy's
percentage.
take.
Maybe
Etsy
that's why
takes,
they're not doing that.
But Etsy has raised the percentage that they're taking for some of these for everybody, but for some of these small businesses, they're really like, it's a problem. I mean,
But they don't necessarily give their website, so you have to go
No.
through Etsy.
So this is what some of them are doing. So some of them, if you follow them also on Instagram, because a lot of these Etsy sites will have a Facebook page. I think all the ones I shop from have a Facebook page and or an Instagram page. If you follow them on that, I have seen with my own eyes some of those small businesses say, if you shop from me off of Etsy, that's great. Thank you very much. If you choose to shop from my direct website, thank you very much too. And by the way, since I'll give you like a discount. It's almost like paying for cash, but because you're going through them, they're losing less money.
Right.
If you're going directly
that could
through
also
them.
be then why like
Yeah.
the price. I mean, prices on everything have gone up since COVID.
Right.
But like I got my Labradorite bracelet.
I like that
and
shop.
my Labradorite ring from the I don't know. That one was,
Silverish?
both of these were from Etsy. This one was from a woman in Maryland though, and I sent it back once because the stone fell out, or that was the other one. I sent something back, a different one. It was a jade, I think, or something. I don't know. Look, this one, remember it fell out, it was in your driveway. I finally just fucking super glued it back in because I'm like, I've had enough. Silverish is from out of Washington or Oregon.
It's really nice.
I love their shit. They have great,
Really nice.
it's reasonably priced.
And it's
for
sterling silver.
silver jewelry.
It's not coated.
Stones are nice. I love their stuff.
Yeah.
I love their stuff. They don't send anything free, but I don't need anything
So
free.
I
It's
don't
very
want to put
nice,
Etsy
though.
out of business because Etsy has
I love Etsy.
everything, and not all these people that are on Etsy have their own
Right,
websites
they
to
sell
shop
through
from.
Etsy.
But if there's one that you really frequent and they have their own website, maybe try from their
Yeah.
own from the seller's direct
I
website.
don't have to do that.
I'm just saying because it's
Well,
small business no matter what.
The other thing that chaps my ass, I keep finding, there's a lot of misrepresentation, as occurred with the bookends from the guy from Turkey. They
Yeah.
were not. He used fake pictures. It was not what it was.
Is there any monitoring of that by Etsy?
I don't know, but several things I've gotten that have said like they're handmade, and then when I get them,
They're not.
like it's on Amazon. It's like and like 30 different people are selling. It's a lot of. I think it's a lot of drop shipping. I think is what's going
There's a
on.
lot of stuff that says handmade and it's not
It's not
handmade.
handmade.
So
It's
I
not
don't know
fucking
if that's
handmade.
what they have to put to get it on Etsy because I thought Etsy originally started out as everything was handmade.
So
I don't know.
an example, the other year, those of you that are familiar, Target has those little birds during the different seasons. It's like a small addiction that I have. So I saw them and I was like, oh my God, these are super cute, right? And I'm like, I've seen them before somewhere. And so they were charging between $12 and $15 a piece for the little birds, like at Christmas time or whatever. And then I saw like 30 different people had them. They're not fucking handmade if 30 fucking people have them.
Do you think they're made in China?
And then it dawned on me, oh, right, Target has these, because I've gotten them there from there before. Went to Target, those fuckers are $5 a piece at Target. $5 a piece. They're charging 11 to 15 for them on fucking Etsy. What the fuck? But people like me who don't, I'm not at Target a lot, plus all my shopping is usually online. So if you don't know that they're at Target, then you're buying them
right.
from fucking Etsy.
Right.
Fuck that. I emptied my cart, got them from Target, just filled up my cart from Target and got them for $5 a piece. And but that chapped my ass. Like they're not homemade or handmade. It says handmade.
No, I
and
don't
they're
understand. I don't know Etsy that well.
And it used to be like handmade.
Yeah, that's what
stuff,
I'm saying. So I don't know if they have to put that to get it on there or that's just an automatic thing. I don't know anything about it. If someone knows, just let me know because shit I've bought is clearly not handmade either. Now, there are some artisans that have made this stuff and I've watched their videos of making it, but there's stuff that's just, like you said, drop ship. It's like they went to Target, bought up all the stuff and mailing
the
it
thing
out.
that I got from the Turkish guy, the fucking bookends, they did not ship from Turkey. They shipped from China. So I ordered them, and then he placed the order from where probably Temu or whatever, and then they sent them to me.
Right, so that's his
which
size.
was right. So clearly he didn't have them. And I got a canvas painting one time too. It was a really cool picture online. It looks really cool. It's about to downpour. There might be some thunder and lightning also. But I got it, and you could see it wasn't hand painted. It was like mass produced because you could see the lines where it was cut out. It was a fucking mess. That fucker got a poor review. And I was like, it's not hand painted. It's a replica or like a whatever, like a mass produced.
Did he lie?
Whatever.
Did he come back and
He
say
messaged me and apologized and he refunded me.
Good, as he should.
And I don't know if I don't remember if I changed my order or not. But
This has
But I love Etsy. It does not stop me. I mean, out of like 1 in 10 or 1 in 12, 1 in 15, I don't know.
Yeah.
Most of my
I'm
transactions
sure everybody that's shopped from Etsy a
are
lot has
excellent.
these same experiences with different things. So, but here's my thing with Etsy. I love Etsy. I shop from it all the time. It's addicting because it's so easy. It's just right on your
I
phone,
fucking
like
love it.
scrolling it. And
My
at
save
night.
for later, it's up there with my Amazon save for later. I mean, it's
So,
like,
but this is what I wanted to say. Some of my friends are artisans and truly make the things themselves. They're not, buying it at Target and mailing it out. Again, I've seen their videos, or you can watch the process or whatever. And if you follow them on Instagram, that's where they really have the little, things you can watch them making it. People are copying their things.
Yes.
They're copying them and actually
It's a problem.
Taking a picture, screenshot of that item and then putting it on Amazon, and they're selling it out of
it's
Amazon. They're reproducing it.
There's an artist that I follow, and she was
It's
having issues
really
with that.
something.
Yeah,
I've
they
had a
were-
couple of my friends
People fucking suck.
in the
People
card
fucking
business,
suck.
yeah,
That's why I
who-
hate people. That's why I hate people. People fucking suck.
who make their own things. And they've had it. This woman out of Canada makes these, calendars full of curse words and funny
times.
sayings. And she had a fight with Amazon. She had a 6-month saga going on with
God.
Amazon
And it
because
can't even be easy, right?
because she wanted Amazon to take down the 2 imposters of her things, and they were absolutely her things. They looked that you could tell that they were the screenshot of the things off of her website. And this isn't like a little mom and pop. I mean, she's been in business for 10 years. Her stuff is copyrighted or whatever, and it just was horrible. And it took Amazon months
it's not easy.
to get hold of the person and say take it down. Just
Why couldn't Amazon just take it down?
shut it down. That's what I'm saying. She couldn't even
shut it
get them to do it.
Well, so speaking of handmade, I got a package this week in the mail.
Oh, I love packages.
Wendy, did your sister watch Wendy, or did you tell her to do this stuff? So I got this box, and I'm not expecting anything, right? Because I put the shutdown on ordering a bunch of shit. Like,
Shut it down.
I'm just I renewed my library card because I wanted 6 books, and they're all $25. And I filled my card up on Amazon. What are you high? So I have to go to the library, pick up my book, which I also you don't have to peruse. You just do it. I got the app.
I know,
Do it
everything's
on the
online
phone,
now.
Taught me through it. Got the app. The book put on hold. Put 2 on hold because they're.
And they'll get it from another library from
They
you.
got it because I'm like, do I have to schlep out to their fucking library in Delaware County? No, they got it. It's ready. I just have to drive over and pick it up. Easy peasy, easy peasy. Okay, so I'm not expecting anything. Wendy, fuck, this was expensive to ship.
Oh
Fuck.
my.
Thank you, Wendy. So this is
We should really get
We're
some
gonna
kind
have
of
to
small talk
this-
clean shirt.
I know, right?
Something,
someone
stickers,
mentioned-
something.
But people reached out and said,
But
I
you have
want
to
a
buy
small
them.
talk
Like if you
queen
tell me you want one,
t-shirt.
we'll get if we get enough
But
together.
we did that, and we said who wants one, and then nobody said anything.
Yeah.
So I had 3 people. We're not getting T-shirts
I'm
made
not
for 3
yeah,
people.
and
that's-
it's not worth our time or the money to order through Redbubble or Zazzle or whatever unless we have 20.
Right, and we looked at it, but
10,
we needed
20,
at least
you need-
20.
yeah.
So if you want one, and so those of you that are not on the socials, first of all, the Instagram page.
It's not
I'm a
really
failure.
functioning.
I don't do anything on the Instagram page. I don't know how the Instagram works. I have an account, and I have an account for this, but I don't know.
Everybody's on
I can't
Facebook,
post
that
the
we
videos.
know.
I cannot post YouTube videos to Instagram.
Yeah, they won't.
So
I don't know how to do
I don't
it.
know how to, if you can do it, someone fucking tell me how. I don't know how. So we do have an email, which I said it in the first episode, so I don't remember it. Also, if you email me, you got to give me time because I tend to forget to check it because it's not my personal email. It's
Right.
smalltalkqueens@gmail.com.
Well,
I think
you can
maybe or
also
something. I have to look
personally
it up.
DM us or
But not everybody is on.
right.
Not everybody's on social media, so I mean, and somebody. Oh wait, this reminds me before I open this box up. Somebody commented on one of the videos, and I don't know if it's someone that we know personally or and if you're out there, you reach out, said I can't hear bye or something, couldn't hear bye or whatever. So and I don't know. I mean, we have the we're loud. First of all,
Yeah.
we're fucking loud.
Yeah.
The 2 of us. We have a microphone attached to the phone, and I have the volume up as loud as it will go.
Yeah, I think that was something on their end because I've not
It
heard that.
depends on what you watch it on. Also,
Right.
what depending on what device you watch it on depends on the volume. For example, if you watch it on the television, you can. If you didn't know, you can get YouTube on your TV if you have a TV from the last 10 years or 6 years, whatever. Our TV is old. Joe got it before so maybe 2010, if not before then. We've had it. I know we've had it. He's had this TV since 2010, and Comcast, Xfinity, whoever the fuck they are, updated it so you can get apps on the phone.
Right.
So you can just speak into your microphone, your fucking
Phone.
remote
Remote.
control, and it will take you to YouTube. So if you're because I've watched an episode or two on YouTube on television to see what it looks like on the TV.
It's huge.
It is huge, but you can adjust the volume. I mean, like fucking deafening if you want.
Obviously, we're not doing the HD makeup like the newscasters because they have that whole
Right.
makeup for
No.
the high definition. I mean, you can zoom in and see it
But,
all.
I mean,
folks.
so when I watch the replay on my phone before I post it, I can hear it fine on my phone. Some people prefer to watch it on their laptops, and the laptops. Yeah, I can't watch anything on my laptop. Even I can't listen to anything on my laptop because there's a finite volume number, like,
yeah.
and I can't ever fucking hear on my computer. So if you're on a computer and you can't hear, I would recommend trying your phone or trying the TV, because the TV. I know several people who like to put it on the TV.
Yeah,
and,
just
and
cast it
just
to the
watch
TV.
it, on the weekend, and they enjoy it and have a drink. Cheers, while they're watching. So the TV is you can't. And I don't know who that was. If that's someone that we know personally or a friend of a friend of a friend who found it. I don't know. I didn't recognize the handle or the whatever the name was on YouTube. So anyway, and we do have email. I listed it in the first episode, but I have to go back.
Right.
It's like small. What you can email.
we should post that somehow. We should post that
But it's
on,
backwards
on
because
Facebook. I know, but I mean, we should write it
if
on
someone
Facebook.
were filming us, it would film us the correct way.
Right, we're
But we're
backwards.
backwards because it's the flip camera. So we're backwards because of the flip camera. So if someone were filming it, it wouldn't be flip. But also then we can't see it. We can't even see the time. We can't see
Right.
ourselves. We don't know from the picture. Anyway, okay. So a couple of things. So first there's a note.
Oh my.
My sister made you. This is from Wendy. My sister made you a set of lug nuts, complete with a handle so you can drag them around. In this envelope is a little something for each of you. Much love, Wendy.
Did you open it already?
I did.
Ah.
I opened it the other day. Fuck yes.
Well, it
Christ.
says both of our names
Oh,
on it.
motherfucker. I just knocked down my things and I can't. I'm going to have to get them. Okay, so.
Oh my. Oh my God.
Isn't that fucking
You
fantastic?
can put it on your doorknob.
I'm not going to put it on my doorknob. I don't, but it's so soft.
Oh
Feel how
my
soft
God.
it is.
It is.
So
It's
soft.
Chanel.
It is,
I mean,
right?
It's
Chanel.
Chanel.
Right?
Chanel.
So I pulled this fucker out of the box
Do you know what?
today.
Wait,
I was
turn it
like,
back around so we can really. It either looks like an ass
or
or a pair of balls.
I think it's supposed to be
Nuts?
a nut sack. But it's so soft. So
Oh
I'm
my
just like,
God, that is hysterical.
oh my God. So Wendy, is this
She
Barb?
should
Is your
sell
sister
them.
Barb? This I know, right? There's like a whole like. And did you tell her to do this, or did she just out of the kindness of her heart? I fucking love it though. It's fantastic.
Oh my
It's
God,
so
it
soft,
is
right?
so soft.
So like I'm
gonna handle the balls.
right?
Here.
So it's just.
We'll be like the Philadelphia
Well,
Phillies.
how about this? When-
We should put a P on it for the Philadelphia Phillies
I'm
because
not
they were
gonna-
doing
I'm not
this
gonna
last
fucking-
year.
Last year they would do every time they got like a score, they would do one of these. I loved it. But like when you knock on the table, Meg, I hate, but you'll knock your glasses
No, because
off.
I mean,
Right. I couldn't find my glasses earlier. And we might have had a few beers last night while we were sitting outside. So I'm like, fuck, what happened to my glasses? So I'm like looking around for them. They were on the floor in the bedroom. Anyway, okay, so Wendy's sister.
that's hysterical.
Wendy,
Thank you.
I love
That's
this
the
is fantastic.
best.
Ouch. And it matches like my cushions out here on the porch. So
Oh, yeah, so
like,
you should just put it right over
so
there.
I mean, I'm gonna take a little. I can take a little.
Do
sip.
not tell Sean what that is supposed to be.
I mean, I think that he could probably figure out what the fuck it's supposed to be.
Tell
So
him
this is
it's, I don't
fantastic.
know, a cherry.
It is fantastic. So then we each get one of these.
Oh boy. I'm not even ready for it. Is that what you're gonna say?
These are fantastic, Wendy. Little hand, tiny hands.
Oh my
tiny
God,
hands.
I love it so much.
I fucking love it. It's fantastic.
So much.
Thank you, Wendy.
These
this is so
are
much
great.
Fun.
Thank
we
you.
love props. Anybody else
Look
want to send
at
props?
this.
Send us props. We love props.
I'm gonna have to go around my house with this.
Well, I was gonna put it on my pen, but it's. I mean, I can. Oh no, well that one. If I have a wider pen.
This is fantastic.
I'm trying to get the handle out. Like.
Well, you can put it on your finger.
I love
Oh,
it.
you know what?
I
It's
love
like
it.
that Saturday Night Live thing
Yeah.
with the lady with the
Wendy
tiny hands.
Wendy does a whole thing with the tiny hands on her Facebook. It is most hilarious.
Love the tiny
And
hands.
and speaking of Wendy,
Patrick got a pair.
Wendy could use like all. Wendy, I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna just totally like call out your business right here. Wendy could use like a prayers, all the good vibes. She's having some serious like hip and back like issues, and the doctor sucks, and she's in a lot of pain. And Wendy, I mean, I fucking feel for you.
Here,
I
this is
feel
what
for you.
this is what I say to the
Right,
pain.
to the healthcare system, right, that you're dealing with. It sucks, and I'm sorry that you're in so much pain. I love though that you still have a fucking sense of humor and good humor, because this is fantastic. Thank you. And I love that we each got one. Thank you.
I love it.
I love it. So okay, I knocked my shit onto the floor.
Well, why don't you pick it
I'm
up?
gonna,
Here, I'll go get it.
Change subjects now. It's fine. I think I remember.
I'll
Maybe.
get it.
So while we were driving to Tennessee, thank you. I need my little book here
I'll
too.
get it.
Thanks. Joe and I, we drove to Tennessee. We took 2 days to drive there and 2 days to drive back. we stopped at the halfway point, which was not really halfway, which was Harrisonburg, Virginia, where James Madison University is. I don't know if I mentioned this last week. JMU, but I will say, so that was a really cute. I have no reason to ever go back there, but it was like 4.5 hours away.
Harrisonburg, Virginia is really nice.
It was a super cute community. We went on our way home last week. And we saw bears last week. Hang on. So since we were on last week, right? It was the night before the 4th, right? The night before the 4th. Was it the 4th? I don't remember. Anyway.
We talked about the bears.
But I hadn't seen the bear.
Yeah.
I had not seen the bear.
Yeah.
So the last night we're there, so it's Friday night, right? Friday night.
No, we left. Oh, no, you're right.
Saturday. Thursday. We did leave Friday. We left Friday. So Thursday night. We filmed Wednesday. We posted it Thursday.
Goes together.
We left Friday. So Thursday night's our last night there. Joe and I were in the basement. We were teaching Sean how to play pool last week. He had a hell of a. He could really scratch the hell. He could scratch you could scratch if you know what pool. You hit the cue ball and it goes in the pocket. But it took us 3 days to get him to figure out. Like, you have to remember to hit the cue ball first. And hit the white cue ball before you. So then he got the hang of that, and then he nailed the white one, the cue ball, whatever, into the pocket. It was great. I'm like, oh, it's a good scratch, B-man. He's like, thank you, anyway. So, and there might have been a picture that came off the wall. Look, anyway, a lot of jump balls.
Oh,
it was,
my God.
He caught the picture, though.
There was a lot of noise down there. Usually pool is not that noisy.
The ball would fly off the table and hit the hardwood floor and roll. It's fucking loud. I mean, there's a lot of jump ball going on. Anyway, okay, so the last night there, we're downstairs playing pool, and you yelled down to me, like, where's the charger? Or whatever. You're like, where's the charger? Or whatever it was.
Okay.
And I answered you and said, like, behind the couch or whatever it was. And then I hear this, where? Like, this emphatic, where? And I'm like, fuck, it's behind the fucking couch. And you're
that
like,
was not
no.
me that said, was
you
it?
yelled bear.
No, I don't remember.
But what I heard was, because we had the music on, we had Johnny Cash playing.
And they were drinking.
But we had Johnny Cash on. B-Man loves Johnny Cash. And I love that he always recognizes his voice. The minute a song comes on, even one he's never heard before, I love Johnny Cash.
I love Johnny Cash.
Right? So
and I love
Joaquin
Joaquin Phoenix playing Johnny Cash.
So I'm hearing, I thought you were yelling to me, where? I'm like, behind the fucking couch. You're like, no, bear!
Clean your ears out.
So turned off the music, put on the pool stick, ran upstairs, and I peeked out the door to make sure.
Last night.
Right, and then opened the door, ran right out my bare feet, and then it was nosing around the trash, and then my
it has a path.
Down.
Well, this is all of a sudden John's like, bear! And he was out on the lovely deck, which was really high up. And he comes running in, and he's like, bear! And I look down, and you can see the bear sauntered his big fat rear end. Sauntered.
He was super cute, pardon me.
Right across the patio on the ground floor, which is where the window and the hot tubs are, the doors for the hot tub. Like, you could have seen him if you had looked out there. So he's walking, so he goes around the whole back of the length of the house, and then he comes up this small trail that he's made with his little feet to the garbage. He snuffs around the garbage.
And we might have talked about wanting to throw like some brisket or a rib out there in the
rib.
garbage. So like, I mean, he could smell the scraps and trash, but like, I really wanted to put one out there. Like,
it says not to
totally
feed them.
Illegal. It's completely
I
illegal.
know, and then I would be such a hypocrite because I tell people all the time, a fed bear is a dead bear. Don't do it.
We did not do it,
but I was tempted because it's cute.
It was super cute, and I wanted to see one. So I got to see one, so I was very excited. But so
you got the ass
end
end
of
of
it.
it. Did you get the ass end of it in the pictures? I forget.
Yeah, they were blurry because it was dark out and had the flash on because I wasn't taking the time to like operate my, I was taking.
I think
pictures.
Mom got some decent pictures.
On the way home, on the way in, and then I'm done with the animals. We can segue to whatever fucked up animal stories you have. On the way in, we saw this place like with animal pelts hanging up, and Joe was like, "Oh my god!" Like a tent, like it was like fireworks with the animal pelts.
Where was this?
On our way in.
I know what state.
In Tennessee. Sorry.
Oh.
And then on our way out, we saw a truck selling cow heads that you could mount. Like, what the
cow
fuck?
or cattle with the horns?
Cattle with the horns, right?
Oh my god!
A bull, like it's a bull.
Longhorns, hook'em horns.
I don't know if they were longhorns. They were just bull, like bull. Look, and Joe in the back of a truck on the side of the road.
Like they just had they seen the taxidermist, or were they just
we didn't stop.
Raw.
I didn't ask. We're cruising along. So anyway, okay, and then so at JMU, wherever.
Those are at JMU?
No, I was on the way. We were on the way to. I'm just going back to JMU. Circle back. Stay with me, people. Stay with me. So I was talking about JMU, and I went back to the bear. Okay, so at Harrisonburg, Virginia, great little town. It was really walkable for me, which I appreciated. Great craft beer scene. There were a lot of breweries. We went to 2 places our first night there on the way to Tennessee. On our way home, we went to 3. One was called the Friendly Fermenter, which was super cute and a really good vibe. The beer was pretty good. And the bartender, she could not have been nicer. And so there's a whole like beer. There's like one of those passports, like Zeno's has or used to have, with like a beer trail that you could like follow and like get like your passport, whatever. So we didn't know about this. So she opened the stack of them. So she opened it up and was showing us places to go. One of the places we'd been the last time. I mean, so she's like telling us like there's other places right down the street. You should go there. And there's other places. So giving away business because I would have stayed there a while, but we had other places to go because and then she wrote in places that weren't listed on there because they were new.
I mean, she's out for all the beer companies.
It was super cool of her. She was very cool, but also then the music was super loud. So then there was this group of 3 people sitting at the bar. Those of you that have sat at a bar, like when you're sitting 3 by 3, at a bar, the 2 on the ends are shouting at each other to hear over the middle person, like me, like shouting if there's somebody over there. So they're screaming at each other at the fucking other end of the bar from Joe and I so they could hear each other over top the music. And then we had to leave. And then we went to the next place, which I don't remember the name of it. And it was kind of a cool place, but the beer was rubbish.
Oh,
and
rubbish.
Then we went. Then we had to eat. So then we went and got dinner at this place, and it's a chain in Virginia.
Only Virginia.
I want to say it's called Capital Ale House. Capital Ale something. They had a fucking beer list, craft beer.
Ooh.
It was. We went there for dinner the first time we were there, and we had enough beer and enough. And Joe set up the frequent flyer card, like whatever they have, like the rewards card, enough that we got a reward for signing up. And then, right, so we decided to eat dinner there on the way home because it was downtown. We could walk to it anyway. Okay. So moving on. So since it's summer and we were talking about like being on vacation or whatever, on our way home I was in the car and I'm perusing Real Simple. I was perusing the Real Simple magazine this edition, and it was talking about like 90 ways to like switch up your summer routine and have more fun. It also talked about like being adventurous. So I'm just gonna like go over this real quick. I'm not gonna like read it, but like it was cool. Like for those of you like that don't have a lot of money, like like me right now, like like little things that you can do. I'm not gonna go over. You want the 90 things to do? You can get your own magazine, but like little things that you could do to have a micro adventure.
It's like like a staycation almost in a way. Like it's something to do, something to have fun, and it's not going to break the bank. You don't have to spend 2 weeks doing it.
Well, for some people, a lot of people, and I think I talked about this in an article, but like I read it a week ago, so I don't remember. A lot of people get stuck in a routine. Right. A lot of people are not adventurous or spontaneous. I used to be more adventurous than I am now, and way more spontaneous than I am now. But you get older and you get fucking smarter, and then you think like that was dangerous or I'm not going on that adventure again, whatever. So having a micro adventure. So some of the things I talked about was like take a different route home, switch it up. Okay. Stop at a new place for your morning coffee, and if you're really feeling adventurous, get something new you haven't gotten before. I took my coffee black. Look. Move in a new way. So like work out in your backyard instead of your basement, or skip spin class and try an African dance, like blah blah blah. Rearrange your furniture, which I do find that to be fun. Like sometimes when you need something new or you need something different, I find that rearranging the furniture can be fun.
Mom and Dad used to do that. Do you remember? They did it a couple times in the family room.
Like I tried. I've never done that. Our living room is tricky, so I have an issue with that. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So, go to a new to you restaurant. So try a restaurant you've never been to. Have a weeknight dinner party, which I really thought was fun. But it also said like you don't have to be like it doesn't have to be like a dinner party. Just order pizza. Like, but do it in the middle of the week because. I love the middle of the week adventure. Like we don't do it very often. Joe and I will have our own middle of the week adventure. Usually it's a Thursday because it like leads into the weekend.
Thirsty Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday. But the other week when it was in May when it was our friend's birthday, we went to the city. Like, it was so much fun to like have like a weeknight something with friends because we don't do it often. So that I love.
Wait, the other thing to do. What did you just read?
Have a weeknight dinner party.
Yeah, a friend of mine, actually a couple of my sorority sisters, separately, and they live in different states, have had these dinner parties. I don't want to call it a dinner party because that like sounds fancy. They've invited people over and it is a come as you are. I'm calling you at 4 and I'm telling you you're coming for dinner and with whatever you have on right now.
Well, if that happened to me, look, you would. I mean, yesterday I fucking
stunk. Some people came with pajamas. Some people
stink.
Came with their pajama pants on because they were. Some people came from the gym. They were like, I have an appointment at the gym at 4:30 for my spin class.
I don't want your wet, swampy ass on my couch.
They might have changed their shirt or something. Okay. But that's really fun. It's a spur of the moment, like have fun. You don't
I like
there's
that.
no
oh, wait, my peeps, my local peeps who's having a middle of the week.
There's no airs of arrogance or hoity-toityness. You just come as you
No,
are.
I mean, I'd have to freshen up.
It's
I
like
don't
a
know
no
about that.
shower happy hour at down at the shore. People,
That's different though. You're in your bathing suit. Like, you're expected to look like shit.
right, but not for a long time. People
this
are
is only
going
the second
home
time
and
this
getting
week I had makeup
showered.
on,
People
like-
are going home and getting showered and going to happy hours at the shore. Now this is a new
Well, if
fad.
it's like a beach bar, I would go, like, when I'm on vacation, like, I just go to the bar, like,
No
whatever.
shower,
But,
happy
anyway, okay,
hour.
let me finish. Okay, so find it, those of you that like poetry, find a new poem. I'm not really into poetry. Spend an entire day outside, so that could be a fun adventure. Not in this fucking weather. Discover some new music, which I like that. Like, free internet radio, social networking, whatever. I like that. Drive to an intriguing place that you've never been, and see if you can navigate there and back without your phone. So that's fun, right?
Oh, my.
Right.
I'd be lost.
So that was a fun adventure. So wait, so then we're gonna think about what your most adventurous thing was you ever did. So, they have a little. Okay, so I want to see. So it was. What's the most adventurous thing you've ever done? Let's see what some people fucking wrote in. I ran my first 5K at age 60. Okay, good for you. And she came in second. I climbed the Grand Teton with a group of women. So a friend of mine.
That's 11,000 feet above.
I can't imagine. A friend of mine just went to Croatia. She retired last year and went to Croatia with a group of women and hiked a couple months ago, and she loved it. That was pretty cool. Skydiving, right? That's pretty fucking adventurous.
That is, because
Moving with a couple months' notice to fucking Zambia. Oh, wow. I signed up for a ride in a 1929 open cockpit biplane. I mean, that is fucking adventurous. Hell to know.
well, all these
Hell
things
to
are
know.
adventurous, but I would not do them because I'm not that
No.
adventurous. Especially the picking up and moving
No.
in like 3 months' time. No, and
Repelled into some caves. Look, I'm not spelunking. My husband and I walked across America when we were 50. Okay, fucking, what's his name?
then wait a minute. I need
what's
to
his
know
name?
more about that.
What's his name? Forrest. Okay,
Forrest Gump.
Forrest. Fucking,
I need to know more
Oh,
about.
so my husband and I walked across. It was like right into the editor. Like, that's all they said.
Well,
My
I
husband
need
and I
details.
walked across America when we were 50.
I need details.
Which reminds me of the baby in Louisiana. Let's circle back to that. After 25 years in bank marketing, I left to do my own business. I rented a car in London and drove all over the country. Okay. I went zorbing. What the fuck is zorbing? I went zorbing in New England.
anybody know what
It's in New
zorbing is?
Zealand.
Zorbing in New Zealand.
Zorbing. Zorbing. Oh, I know. It's a big bowl. It's the big bowl you get in and you fucking roll down the. Oh my god, that.
Why do they
would be
call that
fun.
zorbing? They've got a
I don't
different
know.
name for that.
There were moments when I felt I might be too old for rolling down a hill in a giant plastic ball, but it was so much fun. Now that I would
How
do.
big's the
As
hill?
long as I fucking rock. I mean, with my luck, I fucking hit a rock and like
Well,
crack
hopefully
my
they
head.
have like a smooth path for it. I mean, it sounds like they've made an area for this.
I dived 1,000 feet in a 2-person submarine. Look, people, did you not see the fucking news that last year? Last year with the submarine? Look, people, stay out of the small submarines. Stay out of them.
Well, it wasn't necessarily a submarine. I mean, it was
down
that
too
thing
low.
for the
Look,
Titanic.
Right. It was a submarine. It was this is a 2-person submarine, she said.
Okay. Well, okay.
Look. Mountain trekking at the age of 70, learning how to downhill ski at 43, camp solo for 96 days. She doesn't
Well, the
watch
good thing
the
about
news.
that is
She
you
doesn't
wouldn't
watch
have
the news.
have to shower.
I used to
And you're
work
not
with a
supposed to
girl.
shower when you're
not
sleeping
supposed to.
outside.
I used to work with a girl. She was, I think, our music teacher at the school for like a year. And we were sitting at a professional development one day, and she had this book about hiking the Appalachian Trail. So, of course, I'm not paying attention. I'm perusing her book about for women, specifically, like all the, I'm not going to get into it. I'm not getting into it, but all the things as a woman you're supposed to do when you hike the Appalachian Trail. So what she would do is she would work for a year and save up the money, and then she would hike a portion of the Appalachian Trail the next year, and then go back and work for a year, which I thought was very adventurous.
It's
I
very
could never
adventurous
do that.
and very cool.
could not
I
live in
envy
the
those
fucking woods
people,
for
but I
96
could never
days.
do that.
Never. I rode in a hot air balloon during an annual New Mexico balloon festival, even though I was afraid of heights. Oh, and it crashed. There you go. Crashed on a baseball field. Just barely clearing electrical lines. So, okay, it was adventurous. One person said coming out of the womb, go fuck yourself, and becoming a father. That is an adventure. I mean, coming out of the womb, come on. You have no control of that.
She's
So
judging.
anyway,
she's
I'm
judging.
judging. I'm sorry.
your
I'm sorry.
Adventurous.
Let me pull my Ted Lasso back in. Be curious, not judgmental. Okay. So with that being said, like what is the most adventurous thing you've ever done?
I don't know, because I'm not a big risk taker.
Well, I mean, I know mine's old. I've had to think about it for a minute. Mine's old.
Probably most adventurous. Bearing 2 children naturally. I don't know, like
Yeah,
without
that's
meds.
an adventure.
Without meds.
Wow.
It was on accident, but it was on no meds.
Out goes the weasel.
No meds.
Right.
No meds. That I mean, I'm not a risk. I'm not a risk taker.
We like
No,
Totally different.
you're more risk taking than I am, but I
I'm
have
not
young kids.
now,
Like
but-
when my kids were little, like when you become a mom, like you have to be careful. Like if I went skydiving, let's say I went skydiving, and for those of you that skydive, that's great. But let's say I've never done it before, and I go and something god awful happens to me. I've got 2 children at home
Right. I mean, that's risky.
that don't have a mother anymore. So that's what I mean.
I don't do anything risky. I don't do anything. I shouldn't say. I mean, everyone's sense of adventure is
Right,
different.
that's right. There's a
I mean, for me, like last week driving to fucking, Tennessee or whatever, I mean, that's not the most adventurous thing I've done, but like being up in the mountain with the heights and all that jazz. But the most adventurous thing I guess I probably ever did was the summer after I graduated high school. So right before freshman year of college, my friend Jenny and I and her then boyfriend just decided we were going to go on a fucking road trip like one Friday. Just like got in her, I think we took her Honda Civic, I think. We might have taken my car, but I think it was her Honda Civic. It was her Honda Civic. And we drove, we got like bags of Doritos, got our smokes, got some Diet Pepsi, like
Smokes
got in
and
the car,
Cokes.
right? Smokes and Cokes.
Cokes.
Got in the car and we just fucking blindly we did have a map though. I think we did have a map because there was no GPS back then. And we drove first to Lancaster to see Michelle, my friend Michelle, partied with her. And then we were trying to go to sleep, and we couldn't sleep. That was dumb because then we left. We're like, well, let's go someplace else. Where did we go after that? I think from there we drove then to New Jersey. From there, I think we drove from New Jersey
on no sleep.
on no sleep, maybe a couple of drinks. It was
Oh.
dumb, right? But in the middle of the night, it was so loud at the party we couldn't sleep, so we left. I think we drove to New Jersey. I know that we ended up in Jersey at some point. I think from there we left though and went to
At the
Jersey.
shore?
Down the shore. Wasn't a lot of traffic that night. I forget. We might have slept somewhere first, but I know that we slept because they were building condos and her parents were getting one, or they were already got one or something. We got into the parking lot because we knew that we needed to sleep and we needed a safe place while we're sleeping in the car. So we went to the parking lot of the condominium place and were able to just we locked the doors and cracked the windows, so it wouldn't suffocate and shit. And then slept in the car, not well, but we just reclined. Someone had the back seat. There were 3 of us. Someone had the back seat, and then we reclined the front seats, and then we had a little snooze. And then we went. The next day, we drove to Reading to see this guy Roger that we knew that was in college, and he was home for the summer. We went to his parents' house and swam in the pool, and his parents fed us dinner. It was a fun weekend. It was totally adventurous. I wouldn't do that now. I mean, I'm not sleeping in a fucking car, and I'm not, There you go. That's nice. That's nice. Fucking nice. Thank you,
for
Wendy.
hours.
Thank you, Wendy.
Fun
for that.
for hours.
So,
Fun for hours.
I don't know, adventurous. I mean, that's probably the most adventurous. I mean, there's some skinny dipping. There's some riding cars.
Peeing on Old Main Lawn.
Riding cars with strangers. Hooking up in public places where you shouldn't be. Peeing in public places where you shouldn't be. Some stupid shit that I did.
Yeah, stupid. I don't know if it's adventuresome, but it's stupid.
That was probably the most adventurous thing I ever did.
I have a
was
whole
just
book
get in
on
the
stupid
car and
things,
go,
but
right.
Speaking of adventuresome, can we move on to the child in Louisiana?
Yes.
So, look it up because you're gonna think I'm lying because I can't even believe it. But it was on ABC News, nightly news. This child, this 2-year-old, no, it was a 1-year-old. Sorry,
1-year-old.
they called it an infant. 1-year-old
is fucking wild.
survived 2 days out without his mother, and without his
his
brother. His brother is now deceased. His 4-year-old brother is found in a lake somewhere, and the mother is not in Louisiana anymore. She left.
Well, the mother got charged with
child abandonment. So
she got charged with not
reporting a missing child.
Was the charge.
So this child, this 1-year-old, was crawling. It didn't say walking, crawling along the highway in Louisiana. And by the grace of God, no one had hit this child, and a truck driver stopped.
A baby. Was that
and
baby?
called 911. It was, they referred to it as a baby in the article. It's a 1-year-old, and was crawling, not walking, crawling along the side of the highway.
It was covered in bug bites. I feel
And
awful,
covered,
right?
but the child was unharmed except for the
amazing.
massive bug bites.
Well, probably has that fucking mosquito disease I talked about when we were sitting outside the other week. Now there's a bunch of fucking cases in New York and New Jersey with that too. By the way, the Dungy or Dung or some fucking mosquito
it's
disease.
really awful.
It's awful.
There are cars.
It is a miracle that the baby was unharmed.
There are cars. There are
animals.
Flooding. There
Snakes,
are
alligators.
snakes, alligators. There are swamps that you don't see. I didn't get any more than this. They didn't have a lot of information about it last night. It just came out like, I don't know where in Louisiana, but there was a highway. Like, I don't know if there were pools nearby. Like, I don't know, but somehow the child
I don't know if she
escaped
was
a lot
trying
of.
to make it look like the hurricane had washed them away.
Oh no, this didn't have anything to do with the
Because at first when I thought,
hurricane.
well, maybe they were in an accident, like they got washed away or
It
something.
did say
No,
that
she was 300 miles away.
Yeah,
I
it
mean, the
did
mother is
say
clearly
that
delinquent.
through Hurricane Beryl, the child survived too. With like all, and they never stopped looking for the kids. They just didn't find this particular child. The truck driver did, but it survived the Hurricane Beryl and its torrential rains.
Wild.
I mean, 2 days, no water, no food.
It's
A
fucking
1-year-old.
amazing. It's amazing.
Fucking 1-year-old. And they're trying to get that mother extradited back to Louisiana.
Well, speaking of Louisiana and weird shit, right?
So I have a whole bunch of weird shit.
Our new segment about weird shit, and we're coming up on an hour.
I can do this.
So, pardon me for a minute while I confer. So, next week I'm going to be away most of the week. So, did you want to? We could turn this off at an hour and then pick back up, or like soon, we'll go a few more minutes, and then do another episode back to back for next week for people who have stuff, because we can't sit here and do 2 hours. I don't know next week.
No. Let's do another one. Maybe Sunday, Monday.
Okay, we'll do another one. Okay, so real quick, so weird shit, right? Speaking of
New
Louisiana.
segment.
So the other night we're looking for something to watch, right? So we put on a documentary about Gypsy Rose. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, I
With
saw.
the Munchausen?
Yes.
Holy shit.
It's a famous Munchausen.
It was like
famous-
the most fucked up Munchausens that people like have ever seen.
Yeah, it's
so Gypsy Rose, you should watch it. Totally watch it. So it takes place. She's in jail.
Because
she had her boyfriend kill her mother.
her boyfriend was
so she
autistic.
could not.
Her boyfriend was on the spectrum. Yeah,
They
absolutely.
didn't mention that at all in the documentary.
I've seen the documentary. I saw the Dateline interview
The
with her.
boyfriend was fucking demented and was talking about his alter ego Victor, who liked to kill and rape, and he would come and rape and kill the mother.
Right, he was on the spectrum. If you watch the
Okay,
doc,
that has nothing to do with this, or that doesn't matter. That does not matter. She could not get away. She tried to run away. She tried to run away. The mother chained her to the fucking bed and shit. Like,
it's horrible.
She could not get away.
All the drugs she took too. The mother made her take drugs.
Fucked her all up. Had all these surgeries. But here's my takeaway with this: what fucking doctor is giving surgeries to somebody who didn't actually have anything wrong with them? The fuck? And she was missing all her teeth, and her mother would dress her up at 23 years old like a Disney princess, and she made her. Everyone assumed that she had some special needs.
Right.
First, she put her in a wheelchair.
Right.
She made her be. She could walk, perfectly capable. Of
She didn't walking. let her walk though. She was really tiny.
So, and she was ripping off people because like she portrayed her daughter as having special needs and being physically handicapped. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to use the word handicap anymore. Physically disabled. Anyway, in a wheelchair and.
She got like Make-A-Wish. She ripped off Make-A-Wish. She ripped off
Habitat
Disney.
for Humanity.
All this stuff.
They got a house from Habitat Humanity. So, look. So if you're looking for something fucked up to watch, I don't know what fucking network or whatever we watched it on Hulu. I don't know what the fuck it was. But the Gypsy Rose.
Just Google it and you'll find it.
It was fascinating.
And she got married. She married. I'm not giving anything away, folks.
No, we don't tell me. We haven't finished watching it.
Oh.
We have to. We're not quite done yet. We have to. Do we watch it? No. She was going to get married, and then she's about to break up with the guy in jail.
Well,
she has a baby now, so she's out of jail. She got a 10-year sentence, and she got reduced. You don't have to watch it. I'll just tell you all. She got reduced sentencing. She was paroled early. And then she was engaged, but I haven't watched the last episode, so don't tell me yet. I know that she had a baby because Joe looked it up, but I don't know. Like, she's about to.
Well, she's pregnant right now. She was on television
Okay,
just
I'm not caught up with that though. We didn't finish.
I know.
We didn't finish it.
But I'm saying it's not part of that documentary. She's now pregnant again or something. Just made the news.
I know, but I want to see what happens with the boyfriend. That she breaks up with.
This is because you said this is not true. So during his, this was in the documentary.
I don't care if it's true or not. It had nothing to do with Gypsy Rose.
Nicholas's attorney, that's her boyfriend at the time that killed the mother. Nicholas's attorney had argued that he had diminished capacity because he's has autism spectrum disorder and an IQ on the low side of average. Just that's what his defense was.
That's what his defense was. I didn't mention that because I think it was probably a fucking lie. Is what that is. And because they were showing the text messaging going back and forth. I mean, the guy was fucking sick. Anyway, that's all I have to say.
So I have some stuff for weird shit.
Weird shit.
Because it was like
weird
a week full of weird shit. So
how about the snake? We're talking about Louisiana snakes. Where was that snake that ate the person? Because that's some weird shit.
I don't know. I didn't.
And speaking of being on the spectrum, this morning this is rude. I shouldn't have said that. I take that back. Look, I'm offending somebody out there. This morning I'm on my phone, right, and my Instagram, like message from Kelly, it was blowing up, and then finally I called her. I'm like, are you fucking manic? Like, what's happening? What, all these weird, fucked up
weird
stories.
shit.
Weird shit. So we're gonna tell you the weird shit.
Wait, look this up while I'm on the phone. Python swallowed woman, and I don't know where it took place. It was in the United States.
Look this up while I'm on my phone.
I wanted to get the story because I don't
can't
have
look it up because my camera, my phone.
So here's some weird shit, and all of this happened in the past week. Some of it this week, not last week.
Don't tap the table.
So some guy in China was held at the Chinese border as he tried to get on a plane with 104 poisonous snakes in his pants. In his pants. Again, these are from real sources of news, not like TMZ or like random people. An ultra runner near the end of the 50-mile excursion that he was on was attacked by a black bear in Yosemite Valley at dark.
Stay out of the woods, people.
But it was at night, and it was a black bear. And I
thought black bears didn't fucking attack.
No, they didn't. But it scared. I guess it was dark, and he scared the bear. So, but at any rate, Yosemite is saying that their bear attacks that black bear attacks are very rare out there. But the reason for this might have been because the raspberry crop is good this year.
Raspberry crop.
Yeah, and the bear is out for the raspberries. And then,
well wait. So. I'm having a stroke. Brain fart. There's like a crazy number of fucking shark attacks going on right now.
Wait, I'm getting to that.
Oh, sorry.
I'm getting to that. So, I have a sorority sister. Hey, Kara. Rockaway Beach in Queens, New York, closed some areas of their beaches in Rockaway because it was a popular area. Like, people went
to. It sucks for summertime. It's like Jaws.
Because police drones caught 3 different shark sightings. Not 3 different sharks, but 3 different sightings of sharks.
The shark
plural.
attacks this summer are bad. Like the sharks are fucking out of control right now. Stay out of the water, people. I had PT on Wednesday, and he's going to the beach next week, and I was like, look, be careful in the fucking water, because every time I put the fucking TV on, there's another fucking shark attack.
Okay, and then in Hawaii just this week, and if you remember, like 2 weeks ago, there was a shark attack of that famous surfer. And he died. There were 5 sharks. They weren't attacks, but there were 5 sharks near the Hilton Hawaiian Village in Waikiki. No encounters at the time, but people were taken out of the water. That's where we stayed for our honeymoon. Because there were 5 sharks in shallow water circling around. Nobody got hurt. They took everybody. Nobody was allowed on the beach. But I mean, people vacation there.
What about the whales? The whales story.
Oh, there were. This guy said 1,000. There was a pod of 1,000 whales.
This guy's fucking high.
Now there's video of it. He took video.
Come on.
I don't know if there's 1,000.
A lot.
But he was in a boat and like something bigger than a kayak out in the middle of the North Atlantic because he's from Nova Scotia. It said North Atlantic Ocean, paddling along, and it must have been a really, really small boat, and it talked about a motor because it never hit the rudders.
Right.
But it's a small boat. When you see the video, I mean, it looks like a fucking kayak to me.
It was
but
terrifying.
all of these whales coming in and out feeding, they didn't bother him. They didn't knock him over. Thank God.
They're curious. Whales are curious.
Right.
Though.
So he just watched them, but he did say he was a little scared.
Wasn't there something about an orca that got really aggressive?
Right.
Fucking
so
orca, look.
I forget where this is taking place. Not in
Alaska?
the North Atlantic. This is separate from this. But orcas, plural, are not nice, I guess, but they are actually nailing boats. It's like they are purposefully hitting these boats, and some of them they're not like canoe size. They are hitting these bigger boats and capsizing them.
Look, capsizing.
Nailing it. First of all, they're big.
If the boat capsizes, I can't get back in. I know this because
Well, you need to find something to float on.
Right? I mean, that would be terrifying. That water's probably cold.
But there's the scientists, the biologists are saying they're doing it on purpose. Now, I haven't read further on that, and maybe in the past
called
week.
Killer whales. I mean,
maybe in the past week.
Did they bite anybody or attack anybody?
It didn't say. It didn't say.
I need more information on this.
So, so let me switch. It's still weird shit. Let's talk about airplane travel. Because I'm about to get on.
You have to get on a fucking airplane. God bless you.
I'm about to get on an airplane in
Well, you need to have your phone ready. So if someone freaks the fuck out like that stupid girl you sent me on the Instagram,
I will.
I need to see the video.
Okay, I'm gonna have my video ready. What other entertainment is there? But at any rate, I'm flying.
You're hoping someone's gonna bite the flight attendant.
I'm flying from here to Salt Lake City, and I have a connection. But at any rate, there's some crazy shit on the planes. People don't know how to
Well,
fly
I
anymore.
mean,
People don't know how to fly anymore
COVID
and
like
behave.
ruined humanity.
It did.
I know it was a lot of things at that time period that could
A
have
lot
ruined
of things
humanity.
happened with COVID.
But I don't understand why people have lost their fucking minds on the airplanes.
the minds. Okay, so
I don't want to fly. Like if I have to fly, I don't want to fly.
okay, so this woman from wait, that was something else. So this woman loses her shit on a United airline. The news referred to it as a meltdown. A passenger had a meltdown on a United.
She was being disrespected. Fuck you.
On a United airline flight.
Christ. She bit the fucking guy. She bit the flight attendant.
She bit the flight
While they
attendant.
were
all
restraining her.
on other passengers' film, and they sold that film to TMZ, which I
This
think
is
funny.
why I could not be a flight attendant. You bite me, bitch. I'm gonna fucking backhand you. I'm gonna throw punch you so fucking fast your head's gonna fucking spin.
This was a flight from Miami International Airport to Newark, New Jersey.
Why is it always in Florida?
But
why?
They no sooner got on that fucking flight in Miami, and they had to divert it to Orlando. You know, which is not that far away.
And if I were a passenger, I'd probably go over there and throat punch her just because now I'm pissed off. Now I'm delayed.
So
now
they
I'm fucking
zip
delayed.
tie. It shows her lunging for one of the flight attendants. I think it was a male flight attendant. She bites
She
his.
bit him.
It didn't say shoulder. It said his shirt, but what
She
uniform,
bit him
but whatever.
like here, like
right
on the shoulder area.
And then they zip tied her hands, and she had a mouth on her.
she was having a full down meltdown.
Full on meltdown. And then
That's great.
I think I think it's the heat. I think it's the heat that have caused these animals, and especially humans, and we are animals. Sorry, folks.
Sorry, we're fucking animals. We're mammals, for fuck's sake.
I know, but some people aren't going to believe that, so I'm sorry. But that's
You're not going to believe we're fucking mammals. We're fucking human beings are mammals. We're animals, for fuck's sake. People believe that. If you don't believe in science, don't watch.
Anyhow,
believe we're animals. Fuck.
People lost their minds. I think it was the heat, because we're having a heat wave everywhere.
Too many stupid fucking people
Las
out
Vegas
there.
had its hottest day on record last week. Las Vegas.
We've had fucking crazy temperatures.
We are heading into our
lawn is
fourth.
like fucking scorched.
We are heading into our fourth heat wave next Monday. It's starting on Monday, they said.
Well, I'm so glad that it's cloudy today, and we
Yeah.
finally got some fucking rain because I'm tired of watering my tomato plants.
So here's the thing. So people have lost their minds. There was a
animals have lost their minds.
And humans. Pastors charged after hitting wife on his airplane flight. He told police he was upset that she was upgraded to first class and he was not.
So he hit her?
He hit her, punched her.
Did she a pastor?
He got arrested. The pastor got arrested.
People hiding behind the name of God.
For punching his wife
horrible
on
fucking people out there.
The airplane because she was upgraded to first class.
Did somebody punch him?
Without him. That's all I got.
I would have fucking punched him then. Fuck that.
And then, this wasn't right now. It doesn't have anything to do with the heat. But this is just freaky stories that I saw on 60 Minutes. John Francis is a 45-year-old gentleman. He decided at age 17 he wasn't going to talk anymore. So from the age of 17...
Selective mute. My friend is a teacher, and she had a selective mute in her classroom.
So
that would make me nuts.
So from age 17 to 44, this man spoke to no one. And when pressed about it, I mean, he's very open. He's like,
wow.
There were a few occasions where I said, I'm sorry, where I bumped into somebody or ran into them in the grocery store with like my cart or something, but that is the only time. And
Did he talk to himself like at home?
I didn't get that. He said,
questions about this.
He said it gave him more happiness by being silent, age 17 to 44. So how many years is that? It gave him more happiness than any relationship has ever given him. I mean, obviously he's talking to himself, whether it's in his head or not. He's talking to himself.
I mean, come on.
Talking to himself.
Well, I mean, would you lose your ability, like when you don't move, like your muscles fucking atrophy?
But
like,
see,
your,
this is what I don't know.
Atrophy?
I might have to dig a little further into this, but this is from 60 Minutes. He didn't talk. So I don't know if that meant he didn't talk to anybody. Like he said, he didn't talk to another person. But when he was at home,
he was like jamming out, singing to the radio and shit.
When he's at home, was he talking out loud to himself? Was he talking to like his guitar because he's
or his dog
playing music and
his cat or whatever?
I don't know.
Turtle,
that I don't know.
axolotl,
I
whatever.
just know that he did not speak from age 17 to 44, which is pretty damn impressive. Except for like maybe say I'm sorry if he really ran into you in the grocery store. So one other thing about Miami, because Miami, speaking of heat waves, is cooking down there. Cooking. This is the
I have
weather.
friends in Florida right now, like vacationing. Like, fuck that.
I know,
so
but
hot.
first of all, as you know, Miami's always hot and humid, so there's no big diff.
That's what I say in
but
Florida, right
it
there.
is even hotter there. So also strange, weird shit out of Miami. Not only the passenger having the meltdown, but this guy, it calls himself an exterminator, and on the side of his car,
Oh my god, this is fucking wild.
and on the side of the car, it says exterminator. You know, I don't know what the business name is. It's not like termites or whatever, but it
There
Terminex.
was like a Billy the Exterminator, some show that used to be on. It was fascinating.
Okay, well,
Like,
this
in the
guy
South
has
somewhere. It's a
footage.
good show.
Himself in Miami. This is his business. Guess he gets paid. I don't know. He has a dog. Looks a little bit like a collie, a little bit. The breed collie. And he
dog.
opens
He's
up
a
the
dog.
he opens up the door. Says, go get it. The dog runs out the door, gets the iguana, brings it back. For those of you that go bird dog hunting, this is what this dog was doing. Retrieving
dog hunting?
bird
Oh,
dog.
right,
You use a
right,
bird,
right.
you use a
Use the
dog,
dog to
and it
get the
goes
bird.
bird dog hunt.
Right.
That's their pointers. So this was not a pointer, but it was along a similar thing that the dog was trained.
Well, they didn't shoot the iguana first,
Right.
as in hunting
Right.
with the bird dog situation.
I was just
But so my question
Wait,
here is
I'm
like,
not
why
d-
do you have a problem with the iguana? Like, why you need the?
I don't know.
The
Some
iguana,
people
I think,
don't.
is harmless. Like, why are you
Some
gonna
people
call?
don't like it.
I mean, if you had like an infestation or something, I could see, but like it was just like one random iguana. You ran.
I don't
into
know.
and brought
I'm
it
not
back.
saying I agree with it. I'm not saying I'm like it.
He
I'm
did
just
not
saying
kill
it's
it, just brought it
weird
back and
shit.
dropped it off.
So this
Like-
is his business. He's an exterminator, and
One of the things he
he
does
uses he exterminates iguanas
Fascinating.
using his dog.
Fascinating.
Using his dog in
Fascinating.
Miami. Yeah. Strange shit.
Okay. Look, on that note, so it's been an hour 10. So we're going to wrap up. That was our weird shit for today. We'll have more weird shit next week. And unless you can figure out your schedule, we may not have an episode next
We'll
week.
have a
So hopefully we will.
We'll have an
We
episode.
need to make the time for it because my ass is out of town next week, the bulk of it. So
Where are you going?
it's not, people can find out next week. Yeah, Wendy and your sister, thank you so
This
much
is fun
for our treat.
for hours.
For our,
Let me see if I can do this.
I'm pulling out of the bag. Thank you for our lug nut.
How do I get it? There we
Hello.
go.
Thank you for our lug nut.
Oh, I want you to see what weeding does to your fingernails and
It's
the black
gross.
mulch. It's disgusting. I can't get them clean. I didn't have
To
gloves
which
on.
I said to her, why the fuck
I was
did you
weeding.
put gloves on? Put gloves on. Anyway,
Yesterday was bad.
So thank you, Wendy, and Wendy's sister, who I think may or may not be named Barb.
So
I
soft.
forget. For our fun little treats. Thank you so much. I love it.
We love the treats. Thank you.
And that was a fun little thing. So okay, so thanks you, Christ. Thanks for tuning in. It's always fun. And for those of you that whoever it was, if you're watching this and you couldn't hear last one of the times, I apologize because I don't know what else to do.
I mean, it's not on our end. I'm not putting blame on anything.
I mean,
I'm
we
just
have a
saying because we have the
microphone hooked up,
microphone.
and the
It's
volume is
on.
as
The
loud as it
volume's
can
on,
go.
and we haven't heard from many. We haven't heard really.
I've heard from a couple of people they had trouble hearing.
Okay.
But I think part of it is if you watch it on a computer, the computer only goes so loud.
Right.
So it's going to be hard to hear. So again, my suggestion, if you're having trouble hearing, is to either watch it on your phone or watch it on your TV. The TV, we could just make it go loud. I mean, our TV can you can hear it from across the fucking street.
It's like we're in
So-
person on TV. Not that I'm
Yeah.
telling you to do that. I'm actually telling you not to do that.
No, but I have friends.
But
that
it
told me
is-
they love it.
it
On
is
Friday
like
night, they
we
put us
are-
on the TV.
yeah, it is
and
like
they feel
we
like
are
they're
there.
like Michelle told me this, and I have other friends that do it. Put us up on the TV. It's like we're sitting there in the living room having conversation.
So I know we're out of time, or we want to be out of time, but this is the thing. So we really just ramble and banter, and most of you know that, and we talk about nonsensical things or some things we think you might want to know, like beware getting in the water these days is the whole point.
And watch out for the crazy in the airplane.
Yeah, but I caught myself watching some things on YouTube the other day,
Porn.
and then a podcast. No, and then a podcast of just these people talking shit, and I was like, what? I was sitting there during my work, and I just listened to these people talk about their everyday life. I think the one woman was cleaning pots and pans. I'm not saying we're talking about that.
For
I'm
fuck's
just
sake.
saying it was very interesting. They were bantering, they were telling jokes.
And they're
it was
probably
fun.
making fucking money off their fucking YouTube channel too, where she's cleaning fucking pots and pans. Fucker.
I don't know, but it was funny, and I just found myself. And
I'm gonna learn how to monetize
Wait,
this.
and when
Fucking
I
get
stepped
some
back
kickbacks or
and
some
I was
shit.
like, Kelly, why did you like that so much? I was like, oh, because I felt like I was there. Like I was eavesdropping on a conversation. Like I do in
Fascinating.
restaurants, even if it's not anything, sexy. If I hear somebody's conversation, even if they're talking about having to clean their house, I try to like lean in because I want to hear what they have to say. Like I'm just
Sometimes-
nosy.
So the
I'm
other
just
week
nosy.
when Joe and I were on our way to
Or on the
Tennessee,
plane. I listen on the plane.
People who have conversations in public, I
they
find
should not.
astounding. So when Joe and I were in Harrisonburg, Virginia, on our way to Tennessee the first time, on our way to Tennessee, not on the first time, on our way. Anyway, we couldn't get into the hotel early because the fucking bitch just wouldn't let us in. She was an asshat. She tried to tell us that because we went asshat. We went early, and I was like, "Can we get an early check-in because we wanted to get checked in and then go out for the day?" And she's like, "Oh, I can't accommodate that." We were the only fucking car in the parking lot. I looked at her. I was like,
Well, maybe
we're the only car in the parking lot. She's like, it was a Friday morning. She's like, oh, we had a full house last night. Fuck you, you have a fucking full house. There were only 5 cars there the whole weekend. 5 cars there. Quality in fucking Harrisonburg. Fuck
I think you might be the one to have a meltdown on a plane.
Right? So I was hostile because bullshit. Well, she didn't even look to see like what room it was. And
She
if
just didn't
checkout's
care.
at 11, you can't tell me the entire fucking Quality Inn didn't have a single fucking room. Fuck you, lady at the Quality Inn. Anyway, so we had to go out to lunch. We had to kill
That's why it's the Quality Inn and not the.
Well, it chapped my ass because I had
Right.
booked the same place for on the way home.
Not
and
the
then we stayed
Ritz.
there again. On the way home, we had a lovely time. Anyway, where was I going with this? Quality. Okay, so we're out to lunch. Like, we're killing time. We're out to lunch. And this woman behind me is with a friend. The friend didn't get a single word in edgewise. And she was talking, and it's because I used to be a teacher, so I was fascinated by her story. And she's just talking about all the crazy shit that was happening in her school and the shit fucking administrator and like all the shit. And like she was one of the older teachers and she was getting shit on because the younger teacher. I mean, Joe and I just sat there and listened. They're in the booth behind us. I mean,
I
was like,
love
wow.
to listen to other conversations.
I wanted to turn around and fucking jump. I had to stop myself.
Not necessarily because I'm nosy. Like, I don't. It can be something as mundane as like, yeah, your kid's acting up in the classroom or your own kid, having a temper tantrum in the Target. I just want to listen.
People's shit is fascinating.
Because you know what? It is fascinating, and it's somebody else's shit. It's not mine at the time. It's somebody else's, and I just want to listen.
Like a good conversation, like a good scandalous conversation, like some school.
I don't want to
scandalous
gossip
school
about it because
drama.
nobody gives 2 shits
Listening.
about this woman that I heard talking in, Gatlinburg. But I found it interesting.
Yeah, I love listening to people. And sometimes, depending on the conversation and depending on where I'm at. Like, obviously, if there's a table behind me in a booth, I'm not going to, like, jump into their conversation. Oh, God, nose itch. Sorry, nose itch. Oh, God. Does that mean I'm coming into money or someone's talking about me? That's what it is. Someone's talking about me right now. That's what it is. Right when your nose itches, someone's talking about you some shit. When your hand itches, you're going to get money. Anyway, where was it going? So we were at the bar in Pigeon Forge at the brewery. And there was a couple sitting like next to us. So at the bar, for our brewery, it's free game. Like you can jump into someone's conversation because everyone's talking right there. So the couple next to us was talking, and they were from Reading. So
Now
I was
my
like,
nose
oh.
itches.
And I was like, right? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, sorry, I can totally jump in your conversation. Pardon me. They were talking to like the bartender, the brewer, whoever. And so I jumped in because they were from Reading and we're from Philadelphia area. And Reading is like the next town over, or whatever. So yeah, like 45 minutes from here. Okay. An hour 16. Okay. We're done. We're gonna wrap this fucker up. So
Have
thank
a great
you.
have a great day.
Have a great weekend. Have a great day. I think that's it.
Watch human beings. Be careful.
Watch human beings are fucking wild. That's why I love to watch the documentaries. Oh, next time I gotta talk about the crime museum we went to in next time crime museum. It was fascinating.
In
Fascinating.
Gatlinburg.
In Gatlinburg. It was they had a lot of museums.
They have a lot of museums.
But we only went to one. It was a
and
crime museum.
they have 2 Ripley's, believe it or not. It's the Ripley's Aquarium and the Ripley's just regular Ripley's.
Cool.
Believe it or not.
We went to the crime museum. Look, we saw some shit. So anyway, Wendy, thank you again.
I love
Thank
this.
you everybody for tuning
Thank you.
in. Thanks.
See ya.
See you next
Bye-bye.
week. Bye bye.